So it's time for the Shelly argument now.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 world championships. 5, count them 5. So with all that being said, and take into consideration the longevity of Shelly's career, is there an argument for her to be the GOAT? Is there an argument? Not to say that, to say definitively that she is. Is there an argument? Greatest female sprinter of all time.
You know what?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Only she,
And
only
we-
person
and-
who can be in that argument with her, to me, is Alyssa Felix.
You're right.
We'll have to give that
I would
American
need,
girl.
and I think they really need to like take out Flojo out of the equation, cause Flojo was dope. I joke, when I said that.
Well, we all know what they've been saying about her, but she's not in the conversation, even though she has the world record.
on
She's
it.
not in the conversation.
Yeah, I
Between-
think she is. I think there is an argument for her
for
to
Flojo,
be. No,
Oh.
for Shelly.
Yeah.
I think that
for
being the greatest female sprinter of all time.
yes,
Yeah, absolutely, definitely.
she Alyssa Felix
Definitely.
right now.
Definitely. And given what, more so Shelly, because to be consistently at the top, you know, I guess with the Alison Felix, it would be more longevity because I think she started early.
She started pretty early too, but Shelly's in the longevity conversation as well.
Right, but she started.
35.
Alison Felix started.
You know, as a teenager.
Yeah, earlier than
Professional,
Shelly.
you know, yeah.
Yeah. So to be able to do that for as long as she did, it's actually really incredible.
And the fact that she has, I believe, gold in 1, 2, 4 days.
Right, because she
Yeah,
did
4x4,
she
4x1.
she went beyond she did almost, and then she did mixed relays too, and then
Yeah,
something
for her
there.
last event.
So yeah, there is an argument. She is
If I one
for Alison
American
and
person,
Shelly.
Jamaican, I put respect for name her Alyssa Felix. Yeah, we like she. She cool.
Yeah.
We like Alyssa Felix.
I remember when I saw most people on my timeline were celebrating Alison too, because I think this is her final.
Yeah, final. World Championships.
And I guess
think she retired.
Yeah, retired completely.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's that what she has done is something to be celebrated. Alison Felix separately, but I guess we're bringing it back to Shelly.
You have
Like,
to.
I think there is. I don't think there's any argument there for
Goat,
what
no.
Shelly has done and what
Overall
she's
goat.
done for the sport.
Overall GOAT conversation or what says
Yeah,
it?
like what do you mean overall go? Like rival she and
I'm both now.
yeah, they but individually, like female sprinter, and I think both is the greatest male sprinter
Of all time.
Yeah.
Regardless of gender. That's the argument.
You're
here
saying
now.
Shelly is all
Is she in the argument? This is what this is the premise of
Who?
the topic.
Jaja. It kind of difficult to say definitively of all time with Shelly. I guess mainly because when Bolt was on top, he was on top. So he was world champion and Olympic champion, all them something there. Well, Shelly was just like, I know, she was one time Olympic champion, and she never win she never win because she never won the Olympic gold last year. But she
No.
won the world gold this year.
Yes.
Well, Bolt was on top. He was consistently winning both.
Dominance.
Yes, dominate. He
Dominated.
dominated.
Dominance.
You have to dominate.
Yes. Outside of him early years and his last year,
But with
we
the
were
peak
accustomed to seeing Bolt finishing first
always
and in usually spectacular fashion.
breaking the records. Like just glorious. Like he might break the Olympic record, breaking the world record, breaking the world champs record. Like and he was.
Lens.
And the thing is, he was breaking the records. Like he broke the record this year, and then next year world champs he might break the record again.
Yeah.
So it was just like what we saw.
2008, 2009 period cannot be topped.
It cannot be topped.
It cannot.
And because it was just like a complete domination.
Dominance.
of the sport. He lit up the sport. Aside from personality, because I think Shelly has a beautiful personality, so we're not bringing personality in it. But speaking of dominance, it's hard to say definitively that she is the greatest sprinter of all time, but she's definitely the greatest female sprinter of all time and the greatest like short distance, like 100-meter sprinter of all time. Definitely.
All right, a couple things. I think why the conversation can be had, of course, I mentioned earlier, is the longevity. It's unprecedented at this point that it seems like the older she's getting, the better she's getting. Consider also that she took some time off to have a kid in between time.
Because it was literally like
2016, thereabouts, yes. But she missed I think she missed a world championship that year, and then she got back. Exactly.
Yeah.
The very fact that people aren't automatically saying this is her swan song, and she herself will say, oh, she'll get better. She feel like she's at
because I'm not thinking she's retiring. I never got the. I never.
You don't like to think that the retirement talks would be louder, no, but they're not.
No, they're not. No, they're
she's
not.
35 now. What a way to go out. I'm on top. But it seemed like she want to go on next Olympics.
To be honest, I feel like she have one more.
I feel like she have one more world championship, definitely, and probably one more Olympics in her.
I think so. And then should that probably be 38, 39?
I really feel like she wants to take a legitimate crack at the record.
I honestly thought that she was going to. I don't know why the clock did feel like it move up faster, because I thought she broke the record. I seriously thought she broke the record.
No, I never thought she broke the record.
No, when it's like she was going so fast.
Oh, you mean like in the beginning?
Especially like me, I see to me, I said, I said, what? The race done, and then me I said, 10-6. I said, what?
Let me tell you, from the semis I knew she was going to win. I called her, I said she's winning this. She run 10-9, but how easy she ran it. Like she locked down from about 50 minutes and she began striding. I'm like, when since Shelly leg them start extend? I leg them get longer, like when she start striding.
Yeah, I see people that kill up themselves.
Exactly. Let me tell you, Alien never depend on the type of farm she was at.
No.
In the Olympics. She was not.
No.
Shericka Jackson was the person to beat here. And we've heard, at least I've heard the story say she's been running 10-7 low consistently in training. So it had to take something lower than that to beat her. And I called it from the semis. Me say, it had to take something 10-7 low or 10-6 to win this final.
No,
right? And when I see Shelly run, I said Shelly's winning this. So said, so done. You mentioned something, back to the gold conversation, you mentioned something about personality. You're right in that she has a great personality, but it does count.
Okay.
And it counts more so for Bolt. In that his personality was so magnetic. It transcended the sport.
Which she did.
You know what I mean? Shelly, even though she's beloved.
Can you imagine
her
the white
attitude,
man,
her demeanor, it's beloved here, but if it's one thing she hasn't done is quite yet, is transcend.
And I don't think
sport.
that is even her fault. I think that maybe that comes down to gender politics.
So we're taking a break out of this podcast to shout out our sponsors, Itopia Life Herbals, where cannabis and culture combine for a one-of-a-kind experience. You can visit them at 10 AOS Kings House Road, just across from the Canadian Embassy. Also, you can follow them on Instagram at Itopia Life or visit their webpage at itopialife.com for the latest info on strains and merch. This podcast is also brought to you by Pure 24, pure natural supplements designed to enhance the body and mind. They make supplements affordable, effective, and easy to use. You can visit their website at pure24store.com. Their products ship all across the world. I don't know, so you can use that promo code The Fix to get 50% off all purchases. That's promo code The Fix to get 50% off all purchases. All people who have trouble with sleep, I highly recommend the one for sleeping. It works like a charm. All right, I got my best night's sleep using them sleepy gummies there.
True.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So just use the code The Fix. and get yourself them nice tasting gummies there from Pure 24.
But then maybe not because
Maybe not. I'm not so quick to draw the gender card.
And you
here.
love calling me about feminazi or
You
whatever.
can't have
And I
feminazi when
really
you're
am
ready.
not. But in this sense, because and that's one of the reasons why I love sports. Like sports, I'm really not a math girl, but more like so. But sports is a thing where yes or no, there's no questioning a winner. You can't argue a winner. It's like yes, you win or you don't win. And you know, to me, Shelly has proven herself to be a winner constantly.
But hear this now, our interjection. She has. Remember, say we are talking about and comparing cream of the crop versus cream of the crop. So
But what
it's little margins. It's the littlest of margins.
But the thing is,
here.
what I'm saying
and
is,
we also mentioned our dominance. Dominance. This is what I feel really counts against her is that goddamn world record. I feel if she was breaking it like Usain Bolt did, and if she was winning in a dominant fashion that Usain Bolt was, then there could be much more of an argument.
But what I was going to say is like, remember when Bob Costa, the white man, Bob Costa name? The sports commentator, he's like, the greatest thing since Bolt is the greatest thing since Bob Marley. And then even I remember
high praise.
Donkey of the Day, Charlemagne did have a game, the Donkey of the Day, for saying something what he considered to be egregious.
When you really look back,
and then we look at it, it's like, is it though?
Is it all that egregious?
So that's what I say. Like, you're right, where he transcended the sport. But then may I say, well, the reason why I bring up gender politics in the sport is because they've always looked at men. You know, like men always seem to get favor. Like I think the only woman that is highly regarded and respected beyond the female or the gender spectrum is probably Serena Williams, you know, where she is like, she gets she's highly paid, she's highly respected, and she's highly celebrated, you know, more so than her male counterparts in tennis. In tennis. So the thing is, like, Bolt, he's transcended the sport, where, you know, like America loves celebrity over there, and he's regarded and he's given celebrity status. Like, Bolt, before I even know what branding is, when I was like a kid, like high schooler, when Bolt did win the Olympics, and when I said, when he might do this, I said, oh, tell him to do that. But then when you learn, it's a branding, marketing. Like me, I said, it takes somebody really special to come up with like their own signature pose where them can put on track and whatever.
These are the intangibles I'm speaking about.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So it's like maybe it came naturally to Bolt. Maybe showboating are really naturally in our female sprinters like that. Like they're very like, it's cute and whimsical and, you know, feminine, highly feminine. But, you know, with Bolt is dominance and knock him chest and whatever.
The finish line.
And men and people in general love that. I think most people in general love. They're kind of like a showboaty, man. You know, and especially if you have the thing for back it up. He's like, okay, all right, you've proven that. So
counterpoint.
I don't know if it's gender politics.
It's not.
But yeah.
Counterpoint. Let's just look within the same sport on the female side of things. If Shelly-Ann was actually winning and performing, she would be the biggest thing in track and field, bar none, without question. Then they're ready for it to her, no?
They were.
Anyhow, she did actually perform in the Ari. She have it, you know?
Yeah.
She would have had it.
Yeah.
Why? Because she have that about her, and people accept it from her as a female. She bossy. Right? She have attitude. She have all. She has the intangibles. She just can't run. She just not good.
Tangibles.
She just not good. She not the tangibles there. Stark opposite here. She not the tangibles there. So
right.
That's why I can't really say or gender anything.
It's not really.
It's not. You know what I mean? That's why in the case of Shelly.
That's why I take it back.
That's why in the case of Shelly.
Yeah.
Are just them little things there. Gosh, she has the personality. She not as bossy, but she She go on when she ready, like, several times she crossed the finish line and hold up the one,
But
like.
she did when she won this time. She's
and
like,
she do it before, like she have that. You know what I mean? And she has the colorful wigs and like even the interviews and no one.
You can't imagine people are saying, but like I know it was a troll fucking Twitter page. And you probably shouldn't even give it the
energy
air,
at the time,
the space, the oxygen. But how dare they, bro? The Jamaican girls are full of shit. Bitch, like
they're mature.
Shelly been doing it
for the wigs. You know what I mean? Been known.
But you're right about the Sha'Carri thing though, because you're right. They were willing to like celebrate her in that.
They were.
I see like the shade rooms and the blogs, the black blogs.
Them did ready for crowd.
Really to follow her and to like, give her the celebrity status.
Yes, but they don't really slap on the men's side. The men's side, them are dominate right now.
Right.
Them are go sweep the bills and them both for sweep this 2 bills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then I think overall America isn't almost like, it's not really a track sport. It's not a track and field.
But once
country.
you have that certain je ne sais quoi boy, you're like Miss Shikanja. You know what I mean?
Because even at one point, Marion Jones, I remember like Marion Jones was the it girl.
Because
and then it's after her and Justin Gatlin with the bag of drug thing.
What did she have going for her?
Marion?
Yeah.
Dominance.
Yes. So you have to hit certain qualifiers to be that it person doing track and field. She was dominant all over. She never really have the personality or the charm. Like she did cute and
she never have like charisma, but she was pretty.
She did cute. You know what I mean? She have a cute smile. But she was dominant. That's why she did sort of transcend things.
Those steroids were dominating.
That's why you really have a look upon Bolt as a once in a lifetime sort of athlete. Where the man just have everything.
I know them did that test out him right.
The man probably was the most tested track athlete ever.
Like if I probably enjoy vacation and like, testing time. Like, wait,
but the man Ari just have everything. There's no knock on our ladies or Shelly. It's just that the man tick every box. He managed.
It's undeniable.
Imaginable as an athlete.
It's undeniable.
Undeniable. You know what I mean? So I feel like this win further sort of HR in that conversation, but when you really look upon it, the answer gonna be both.
But I think the thing is too with
but the fact that she's in the conversation or we can have these conversations show how excellent her career has been.
Take off your secret, ring by your finger, you want to see that. I pussy they are mine, she not go get it. She willing to do anything with the G set. Anytime.
Walking with it, them a call cops so we can walk with the kids to the mall, go for chill. Can't play at the bar, they a floss with that thing cause two of them I run very often wicked. You have a smart in this.
Fine waist, thick tie, smooth skin. Top it off with the melanin. Me spot it from your